Hari Om, Chapter 2, Verse 72. Sankhya Yoga, Philosophy of Life. In the last verse, Lord Krishna said, Hey Arjuna, a man of wisdom, having given up all the desires, moves around the world of sense objects without any longing, without eye and mind sense. He gains complete peace. This is what Lord Krishna said. Verse 72. This is the concluding verse of Sankhya Yoga. Last verse. Yesha brahmisthiti partha nainam prapya vimukhyati stitva syamantakaalepi Brahma nirvana mrichyati. Yesha brahmisthiti partha. This state of Brahman, he Partha, nainam prapya vimukhyati. Having gained this knowledge, this state of Brahman, he is not deluded. Stitva syamantakaalepi. Even at the end of life, Brahma nirvana mrichyati, one can gain liberation. This state of Brahman state. In this verse, Lord Krishna says, Hey Arjuna, this state of Brahman, that is self-realization, having attained, it never goes away. This state can be attained even at the end of one's life. When ego has entered, knowledge shines. When light is there, darkness will automatically vanish. This state is called Brahmasthiti. Normally, when sunlight comes, darkness goes. But in the night, sunlight goes and darkness again comes. But in this Brahmasthiti, this will not happen. Knowledge once gained is gained. Once knowledge is gained, ignorance cannot come again. For example, if you reach Surya Mandala, sun's place, sun, if you reach sun, example, then there is no darkness there. As long as you are in the earth, there is day and night. That is ignorance. But if you reach Surya Mandala, there is no night. It is always shining light. Can that person, after having realized the truth, can again fall a prey to ignorance? That is, fall a prey to sense objects of this world and suffer the pleasures and pains of his life? If we take the example of snake and rope, till the time a person was thinking that the rope was a snake, he had all the fears of snake and he suffered. Once the torchlight was shown on it, the moment that person realized that it is not a snake and only a rope, then never ever he will think that rope is a snake. His delusion is completely gone and gone forever. Similarly, a man of wisdom who is awakened to the self will never suffer the delusions of his life. A man of wisdom knows the difference between Sat and Asat. He ignores the Asat and holds on to the Sat. The self-realization may come at any stage of life. May be young, may be old. Lord Krishna says, this knowledge can be gained even if one is at the final stages of his life. The story of King Parikshit is very interesting and to be noted here. King Parikshit had a curse that he would die in a week's time because of a terrible mistake committed by him due to his hunger. He went to Sugha. Since Sugha attained the stage of Brahmic state, he is always called Sugha and repented. The king Parikshit repented that he had only a week's time to live. Sugha laughed at him. When questioned by the king, Hey Guruji, why are you laughing at me, my pathetic stage? Sugabrahmam said, "You have a week's time to live in this world, but none of us know whether we will live the next moment or not. You are highly blessed." Then in 7 days, King Parikshit heard the stories of Lord Krishna and attained Brahmasthiti. Again, the story of Gajendra Alvar is also a very interesting story and to be noted here. King Gajendra was an elephant. He was having huge strength. He was always surrounded by hundreds of elephants. He had several queens. He enjoyed his life. His ego was enormous and he had a happy go life. He thought no enemy can come near him because he was so powerful and protected by many elephants, friends and relatives. One day, he entered a pond for taking bath. A powerful crocodile caught his leg. He tried to get out of it. He applied all his strength, his might. The crocodile was more powerful in water. All his friends and queens were looking at him helplessly for some time. Then slowly, one by one, left the place. He was all alone. His entire ego was gone and he was sure about his death. Realization dawned on him. He prayed to Lord Krishna at his final moments, who came immediately and gave liberation to King Gajendra. If liberation is possible at the end of life, then why to waste our time and why not enjoy the sense pleasures of this world? That can be a question. 1. The beauty of life is no one knows when the life will end. It may end at 40, 50, 90 or at any moment. The end may be very near. No one knows what will happen next moment. Second point, assuming it is old age. Old age problems are many. Body pain will be there. Body will become weak. Disease will come. Mentally weak, etc. Added to that, all the thoughts will come and cloud the mind. The mistakes one has committed in his life, the thought about his own failing health, the thought about his children's future and his grandsons and granddaughters' life, etc., 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 it will come. Mind will not allow even 1 minute to be thought free. Thousands of thoughts will cloud the mind and a whirlpool will be created. Hence, realization at that age, that is old age, is much more difficult than the normal age, young age. That is why Periyalvar said, "துப்புடையாரை அடைவதெல்லாம் சோர்விடத்து துணையாவரென்றே உப்பிலேன் ஆகிலும் நின்னடைந்தேன் ஆணைக்கு நீ அருள் செய்தமையால் எய்ப்பு என்னை வந்து நலியும் போது அங்கு ஏதும் நான் உன்னை நினைக்க மாட்டேன் அப்போதைக்கு இப்போதே சொல்லி வைத்தேன் அரங்கத்தரவணை பள்ளியானே." I am not going to give word by word meaning for this verse, but it is a wonderful verse. Wonderful verse. Only people who knows Tamil, they can enjoy this verse. He says, people generally depend on persons whom they think will help them when they become weak and old. Alvar says, even though I am not qualified and eligible person to attain liberation. Who says, please note, Alvar says, he is the greatest soul. He says, I am not eligible to attain liberation. I have surrendered unto you, O Lord Krishna. The other day, he quotes Gajendra. You saved the elephant king Gajendra. Aanekki nee arul seidamaya. You saved the elephant king Gajendra when it was caught by a crocodile and cried out for help. At the old age, when I am fraught with disease, I may not be able to call you. Why call? Even think of you here, Lord Krishna. Hence, I am praying to you now itself when I am hale and healthy, so that you can save me at the fag end of my life. This is the way Alvar prays to Lord Krishna. He quotes the elephant king Gajendra and says, At the time when the death comes, or at the time when the old age comes, I may not be able to think about you. Please, you take this prayer as the prayer at the end of my life. This is what he says. Hence, this knowledge, the Brahma Sthiti, can be attained by anyone at any stage of his life. Young or old, healthy or unhealthy, intelligent or idiot, rich or poor, does not matter. Knowledge has no such discrimination. When knowledge dawns, ignorance disappears forever. Most importantly, the points which we have to note is health is the greatest gain. Contentment is the greatest wealth. Faith is the best friend. And freedom from desires is the highest happiness. A man of wisdom crosses its limitations of the selfishness. He has no ego. He leads his life knowing that the self in me is the self in all. This wisdom is the supreme wisdom, and it is the only means for liberation. Once liberated, he can see nothing other than him in everything. He sees the play of Lord Krishna. He knows only that sunlight is distracted into different colors and dancing beautifully in this world as many objects and beings. Verse 72 again. Esha Brahmi Siddhi Partha Nainam Prapya Vimukhyati Stitva Syamanta Kalebi Brahma Nirvana Mrichyati. Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Sastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Sankhya Yogo Nama Dvidiyodhyayaka. Om Tat Sat. Hari Om. Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Narayana 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 Narayana